this is a new thing for me to be doing this. So these are some poems that I wrote for my kids. And I thought I might, take a little moment to share them with you. First one is called Toad Road. Somewhere up the bumpy road, I met the sad remains of Toad. Belly up and arms outspread, squashed quite flat and clearly dead. Mild surprise adorned his face as though he had misjudged the pace of truck or van or car or lorry. No time to swerve or say, oops, sorry. Toad was likely caught mid-jump, splat on the wheel and then just dumped. A flatter, wider, pancaked Toad expressed upon this morning's road. And there he'll stay throughout the spring. No one will stop to nibble him. The dogs will turn their noses up, the crows won't peck, the cows won't sup. The poison that protected him from day to day beneath his skin kept him safe, but kept him sorry, till he finally met the lorry. And here's the moral of this story. The poisonous Toad with skin so hoary might have been a happier chap, less alone, less gruff, less flat. Had he ever considered that poisonous thoughts aren't good to harbour? They slow you down and dampen ardour. So when you're walking on the road, look bright, look up, don't end like Toad. I realised when selecting these that there's a running theme of death and poo. In that vein, this one is actually dedicated to one of my colleagues. It's called A Ladybird Called John. I know a ladybird called John who said, I think my name is wrong. I'm not a lady, not a bird. In fact, I think my name's absurd. I'm not soft and I'm not cute just because I wear a suit. I'm a mean and deadly killer. I eat aphids for my dinner. See them tremble, see them flee when I land upon their tree. I'm the terror of the skies. I'm the spots before their eyes. If I were big and you were small, you don't call me lady at all. You call me Zorg or Thor or the Devil in Red. If you were an aphid, you'd be dead. I'm just going to slip in a few these are not for my kids. These were like short stories that I wrote to see how short I could make a story. So there's 4 of them, and they take about 5 seconds each. So this first one is called Lion Trainer. Lion, ignored trainer, went for juggler. Second is called U-turns. U-turns. Shepherd's pie. The last one, no, sorry, I've got 2 more to go. This one is called Loan Shark. Loan Shark. No friends. And this last one's rather sad. Thanks, Callum. This one goes like this. It's called Beauty. And it goes like this. Sash, window, beauty, gone. You can think about that one on your way home, and if you get it, you can write to me by email. Okay, the next poem is called Petrichor. Petrichor. Okay, here we go. This one's a proper poem. I found a new word the other day, and it made me smile the way a name that fits trips elegantly off the tongue. It's something so right, so light, the word rises up bright. It's something smelt and felt on a hot road or asphalt, a dry sandy beach or cliff or a field baked and parched, and then the rain falls. Drop, splash, pitter, patter. And there, where nothing was before, the smell of rain on hard ground. Petrichor. That's it. 2 to go. Oh no, 3 to go. This is an epic one. It's called Deja Poo, and it's my kids' favourite. When I have done my morning poo, I sometimes sit and think. Do you? About About the trip my poo will make, the long rush down, the curves and sweeps, the casual glides, the mighty leaps. I wonder who my poo will meet as it shoots along beneath the street, rubbing shoulders with the high and mighty, the hoi polloi, the big, the tiny. Could be he'd meet one of the royals, the Prime Ministers or Susan Boyles. Could be, though we've never met, and you're reading this on the loo, I bet, that when you're done and toilet flushed, while washing hands and hair is brushed, while getting ready for the day, your poo's already miles away. And it could just be, as it glides along, we don't have to think about the pong, that your poo meets one of mine. And they have the best of times, racing through the pipes together, but jumping, bumping, wetter and wetter, till they finally say adieu, dissolve themselves into a stew, forgetting all the merriment, laid to rest as sediment. But don't you worry, all's not lost, they'll make mighty fine compost. And from there, it isn't out of the question, I hope the thought won't cause indigestion, but you could grow all kinds of stuff, and some of it, funnily enough, could end up on your plate for tea. And later on, when you're having a pee and get the urge to set one free, that poo you drop to the pipe below, as it takes the bend, says, hello, hello, I might just be a humble poo, but I think I'm having deja vu. I'm going to skip one because that's about poo as well, and you can only have something. So this one's a little bit, yeah, it's a bit more serious. So, okay, it's called High Up in the Sky. High up in the aeroplane, above the clouds and rain, there are people sleeping, watching films and eating, and each without a name. High up in the aeroplane, above the clouds and rain, a businessman is snoozing while his company is losing all its profits down the drain. He won't fly first again. High up in the aeroplane, a young man's time has come to go home and see his mum. He's old enough to know that he didn't need to go. He just wants to get there faster so he can hear her laughter. High up in the aeroplane, above the clouds and rain, a young girl from Japan flies west. She can't go home again. She wants a new beginning that will wash away the pain. And there's a baby crying high up in the plane, while the hostess gently rocks her and sings a sweet refrain, and the tears that gather in her eyes have yet to find a name. The businessman across the aisle can't even raise a smile. Is a baby's voice that loud, way up high above the clouds? High up in the aeroplanes, above the mackerel sky, 1,000 lives are sailing, sailing on and sailing by, while tears and dreams and lullabies trace arcs across the sky. 1,000 lives are sailing, sailing on and sailing by. Thank you.